Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Archive, where we once again return with Final Fantasy XIV. My bad about yesterday. I don't want to go too much in detail. I had a test and the little, just some blood work done the last week, and I got the test results back, and, I wasn't too happy with how the results turned out, so... I was not in a good mood yesterday, so that's why I didn't get on. I should have sent out an at in the Discord, but honestly, it didn't even cross my mind until like 2 a.m., and by that point, I figured it was pretty clear I wasn't gonna be on. But we're here to play more Final Fantasy XIV. We've got things to do. If you're wondering where I am, I have an apartment. In-game. I actually have, but that's why my money is 800,000 less than it was the last time I streamed. I spent like 500k on this place, and then a bunch of fucking money on furniture and things to make the place look actually pretty decent. I think I did a good job. One important thing that my little test showed was that I need to have a little bit of this less. I'm not like massively going overboard or anything, but gotta keep it down to just a little bit while I'm on stream. Can't have more than that. But anyway, we have things to do, and we've got a quest to do. I would show you the tour, but it is just an apartment. It's only like, it's very small. I think I decorated it pretty nice, but, you know. Still don't know if it was worth the 500,000 gil, plus the furniture and decorating cost, but, you know, I literally sat here for like 3 hours the one night after playing a little bit on my friend of mine's alts, and this literally just sat here working on, you know, decorating and making the apartment look nice, and it was quite enthralling. It was a fun 3 hours. Not exactly 100% on the whole furniture controls and everything of that nature, but, you know, I overall think I did pretty good. Only so much you can do with the space, but... yeah. I think I used it with the partitions and everything. I think I did a pretty good overall job. I'm gonna stop talking and stop almost said something. I'm gonna stop fucking talking about, you know, just essentially stroking my ego around, you know, doing a good job. I'm gonna stop that. It's been an eventful few days, hasn't it? But I suppose all we can do now is wait for word from Alphino. I don't recall the last time I had nothing pressing to be getting on with. We should probably make the most of it. Shall I put on some tea? Tea would be lovely. You may regale me with the tale of your adventures in the Far East, and of your encounter with this new primal especially. I'll put the kettle on, then. That table looks free if you'd like to take a seat. Sure, I guess we're gonna have a conversation. I guess we're starting off the stream with a set of cutscenes. Alright. No talking for like half an hour. Alright. I'm kidding, of course. I'm going to commentate regardless. Fuck. I was just about to say, I don't think at least I don't have to read the dialogue, but apparently I still have to read the fucking dialogue. Interesting. So the Tsukiyomi was summoned in much the same manner as Susanoo, via the medium of a sacred relic. That's right. They believe their gods, or kami, reside in physical objects. Given the danger they represent, it may behoove us to begin a catalogue of such relics. But if we are to contain the threat, we will require a better understanding of the summoning method itself. I believe I shall pay a visit to Doma and learn what I can on the subject. A fine idea, and I know for a fact that our friends in Doma would be grateful for any information which could help prevent further summoning in the region. I will pen you a letter of introduction. Lord Hien will wish to welcome our resident expert on aetherology. Greetings. Could it be that I'm in time for tea? Certainly looks that way. Come on, sit down and tell us how your investigations went. We're really just having a fucking tea party. After you left, I went about questioning Bloodhoe's gravekeepers. They all told much the same story. Once Lise and her officers had confirmed Xenos is dead, his corpse was interred under strict supervision. There seems little reason to doubt the testimony on that point, but when I mentioned the defacement of Xenos' grave, accounts grew rather more vague. None reported having seen any suspicious persons in the vicinity, and all assumed the act to have been perpetrated by a vengeful Alamegan. Crucially, however, I was able to confirm that the offending scroll was removed as per Lisa's instructions. No one involved thought to check the contents of the coffin. By that stage, 'tis like that the corpse was already missing. Assuming Xenos has not, in fact, risen from the dead, we are left with two possibilities. Either the body was disposed of to lend credence to the claims of an extremely committed impostor, or an Asiad has taken up residence within it. If Asahi was as fervent a devotee as you believe, he would not have been fooled by an impersonation, however committed. We must assume that we are dealing with an Asian and proceed accordingly. Agreed. The question is, how many more such monsters are waiting for Alphino and Garlemald? Their presence was his chief reason for going. He understood the risks. I only hope he did not underestimate the extent of the infiltration. Something tells me we're going to get to see how that infiltration is going. I can't imagine it's going well, although, at the same time, this is Alphino. I should have trust in him. He's gotten us through quite a bit. Master Alphino, we are making good speeds towards our destination. Is aught amiss? Nay, 'tis just I cannot see naught from my cabin, and was curious to know the land over which we flew. I'm afraid our military craft are built with little thought for such niceties. But I am happy to indulge your curiosity, however. We are currently passing over the burn on the western edge of Othard. Even with the benefit of the porthole, your gaze would have been greeted with naught but malms upon malms of lifeless earth. I have read something of the burn. It was described as a desolate wasteland, bled dry of every last drop of ether. Aye, it is believed that a succession of icon summonings was responsible. When Emperor Solus first came to Othard and beheld this blight, he is said to have reeled at the scale of devastation. Such devastation! He declared icons a threat to our very star's existence, and issued an empire-wide decree ordering the eradication of all such entities. Report. We're under attack, sir. Magitech armor. No visible designation. Magitech? But who? All cannons return fire. Damage report. Main reactor's been hit. Helm unresponsive. We're going down, sir. Damn it, they knew exactly where to hit us. All hands brace for impact. Oh, shit. Didn't even make it to Garlemald. Hi, Alphino. Well, hopefully you survived the crash. That's the more immediate pressing issue, I suppose. Glad to have you back, Master Alphino. We have landed in one piece, more or less. But the air filtration system is damaged, and the ship is filling with smoke. We must gather the survivors and get out while we still can. Aye. Oh, yeah. No, honestly, that is perfectly fair. You know, life happens. And I get it. Hopefully, I'm Alphino. That's weird. Okay. No, completely understandable. I'm hoping that we'll be back to normal times at some point in the near future, but I am not exactly holding my breath, given that I have said that for now ongoing 2-3 months. Okay, so... Oh, hello. Yeah, but what can you do? 'Tis the nature of things. If things work out, I'll be back to normal time on Wednesdays, where I'll actually be able to, you know, stream when, you know, not at 12:30 at night in Eastern time. Oh, great. What is this? Tri-shackle? Oh, it binds. I see. Just keep casting Ruin. Couple physics in here, keep myself alive. Yeah, that's probably not good. Yeah, taking another pass. Confound it. Not here, not like this. Wow, good shot. Who the fuck are you? What? Who in the Emperor's name? Enemies are of our enemies. Introductions can wait. You are calm in a crisis, Master Alphino. Let us finish this then. That attack looks awfully familiar. I mean, it could just be reused assets, to be fair. Nope, we're still going. Oh, Starstorm. Okay, that's not how I was expecting this to go. So what's with you, menacing mercenary? What's your deal? Obviously you're Garlean. Third Eye's very, Third Eye's very apparent with that. My thanks. Your intervention proved most timely. Well, well. I did not think to meet an Eorzean in this place, let alone a Scion. You know of me, sir? I have some small history with your order. But I would speak of the present. Know you your assailants, and the severity of your predicament. The soldiers bore the insignia of the Emperor's personal guard. And I could venture a guess as to their motive. But you yet have us at a disadvantage, sir. Will you not tell us who you are? Our names are not yours for the asking. And as for our purpose, let this be your answer. What is that? An Ascian mask. The face of our prey. We must away before more arrive. Come with us or stay, but make your choice now. Even should we manage the long trek out of the burn and secure passage to the capital, we would no doubt be greeted by the Emperor's guard. Indeed. We accept your gracious offer. Shadow Hunter will suffice for the present. Cool nickname. Come. Yeah, Shadow Hunter right before. Oh my god, he's killed a lot. Whoa, okay. Hello, you've done some work. Well, I might be missing something. I don't know why I zoomed in on that one in particular. I don't... That doesn't bring any... That doesn't, bring any bells. I've seen a lot of masks, though, so I guess it doesn't really matter. This is intolerable. As much as I wish it were otherwise, there is nothing we can do for Alphino but pray for his success. Well, that's not entirely true. While your brother journeys from Garlemald from the east, I could make my way there from Alamigo and find out what there is to be learned in the Empire's western provinces. Then I'm coming with you. I can't very well sit here sipping tea if there's action to be taken. Forgive me, Alice, but the provinces are hostile territory, and stealth is all important. It is safer that I go alone. I can sneak well enough to when the situation demands it. Don't patronize me. We should leave this to Thancred. I have a ninja ability, but I should be here just in case. I understand your frustration, Alice, but she has the right of it. We must defer to Thancred's expertise in this matter. Fine, just promise you'll be careful. It seems that praying is to be the extent of my contribution after all, but I will stay behind as I've been bid. We all have our talents. Mine just happened to involve a silver tongue and a soft soles. I promise to send the word the moment I learn aught of consequence. See that you notify me too. I mean to depart for Doma as soon as I find a suitable East Aldernard vessel to bear me thither, but I shall return if I am needed. Be sure to drop in whenever you're next in the area. With any luck, I'll have a painfully detailed report from Elfino to share. Everybody's going off and doing their own missions. No, I feel left out. I just have to wait. Well, I mean, I would have to wait, I'm sure, if this was like the actual patch cycle, but, you know, I get to start right away. If you're coming here hoping for news, I'm afraid there isn't any. Everything is exactly as it was. Y'shtola is still investigating primals in the Far East, Thancred is still gathering intelligence in the Imperial provinces, and Alphino is still out there somewhere. And there's been no word since his first scheduled report, nor does he respond to calls. And all the while, I'm just meant to sit around here waiting. It's driving me mad. Begging your pardons, I bear a message from the Eorzean Alliance. Thank the gods for that. We have a visitor. Welcome to the Rising Stones. If you have a message, I should be most eager to hear it. My lady, the Alliance leadership will soon convene to discuss the matter of Ascian interference, and they humbly request the presence of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. Sure, I mean, there are all of, like, 2 of us here at the moment, but, yeah, that's fine. Having assessed the intelligence provided by Alamegan Resistance concerning the whereabouts of Xenos' remains, they too suspect Ascian involvement and wish to deliberate a suitable course of action. As the foremost authorities on our foe, your Order's counsel would be most welcome. Of course, we should be glad to assist in whatever way we can. With almost everyone else afield, I'd say this one falls to us. And by which I mean, I'm not going on my own. You'll come with me, I trust. Of course I will. I've got nothing better to do. There you have it. We accept the invitation. Thank you. The time and date of the meeting will be shared in due course, but I can confirm that the council will take place in Alamiga. By your leave. I somehow doubt we'll have anything useful to offer, but standing mutely at a meeting would still be better than the nothing I've been doing as of late. Let's make ready to depart, shall we? Thancred, what's going on, man? Oh, hey, it's the guy. Real. Yeah, that's your name. Fucking love this guy. Alright, just be careful on the road back, you hear? Did I hear right, Real? Is Thancred coming back? Aye, that he is. Says he's acquired some important intelligence. Being in Garlean territory, though, he couldn't risk sharing the particulars in case the Imperials were listening in. So he said he'd head back as quick as he could, and to make sure someone was waiting for him in the Alamegan quarter. Understood. Us two will go. We're bound for Alamigo anyway, and I'm sure there's sure to be time before the council begins. Come, let's be off. Who knows, maybe he found out that Elfino's ship crash landed in the middle of the burn. That would be probably the immediate assumption that I'd have. I don't know what other intel he'd be bringing back to us in such short notice. Well, I guess it's not really even short notice, has it? I'm assuming, given the fact that, you know, he had to get there. It's probably been at least a few months, maybe? There we are. Hey, Thancred. You two are a sight for sore eyes. Now all I need is water for my parched throat. Fetch me a cup, will you? Traipsing through Imperial territory is thirsty work.
God, I needed that.
I won't bother telling you to catch your breath. Whatever brought you galloping back to us, I assume it's urgent.
Probably.
Quite. Without further ado, then. After the successful uprisings in Doma and Alamigo, rebels in several other provinces were inspired to follow suit. Unfortunately, they did not fare quite so well.
That makes sense. They didn't have my help, which is a big contributing factor 99% of the time.
For their defiance, the Emperor made a show of razing their capital to the ground, prompting many of their neighbors to abandon thoughts of resistance. But not all have given up on liberty. Heartened by the news of Doma's prisoner exchange, some still believe that the Empire may one day be amenable to negotiation.
Well, that's good.
We have the shinobi to thank for spreading the good word. They have worked tirelessly to keep the subjugated informed, and a little knowledge can go a long way.
True that.
There is at least a spark of hope, then.
A spark in want of kindling, yes. The Alliance has already begun supplying materiel to resistance movements abroad.
Hell yeah.
Many of whom would otherwise struggle to continue the fight.
Nice.
The support
Still making moves.
led by the Sultana and the Elder Seedseer, who have both seen enough Alamegan refugees to know the consequences of oppression. And for their troubles, they have quickly earned a reputation as folk heroes in certain corners of the Empire. That is all.
So we're still doing work.
As for the Garlean motherland itself, our friends the Populares have suffered something of a setback, I regret to say. Talk is rife that Doma has summoned a primal, and the Empire's more liberal voices are being drowned out in the fearful clamor for retribution.
Yeah, that was kind of the plan.
This summoning?
Oh, any but those truly responsible. Xenos has seen to that. Speaking of whom, the Crown Prince is recovering remarkably well. Well enough, in fact, to enable him to personally tour the provinces, putting the fear of the Emperor into the hearts of any would-be dissidents.
Oh, that's not good.
He walks in plain sight, and none suspect him. Then it's as we fear.
Yep, he's either fully returned or an Ascian is parading around his corpse.
Yes. An Ascian wears his skin. But it was not that which brought me here in such haste. During my time in the provinces, I learned many things. Yet at no point did I hear any report of a Doman emissary in the capital.
But Alphonse should have arrived by now. Could they be holding him there in secret?
The possibility did cross my mind, but I have reason to believe he never reached his destination.
Would you like to elaborate on why you have that belief?
As you know, Scions
I mean,
assigned
I
to
know
covert
that
operations
myself,
such
but...
as Riol and myself, are issued special link pearls for communication in the event of an emergency. I mention this because it was originally Alphino's task to coordinate the response at headquarters, meaning he has one. And whose voice should I hear when mine recently crackled to life?
You spoke with Alphino?
No.
Spoke with? No. I but heard his voice, and none too clearly at that. 2 words were all I could make out. The burn.
They stand on the edge of Othard. Something must have happened to them there.
I mean, we already knew that. Well, I already knew that, so I guess it really doesn't count.
There's no time to waste. We must make for the burn at once.
What about the Alliance meeting? I know this is important, but we did guarantee the Alliance that we would be there.
And? I can't very well sit around here drinking tea if Alphino's in trouble. You said yourself that this link pill was only to be used in emergencies. So I'm going, and that's the end of it.
Oh, far be it from me to change your minds.
Would you like to sit on the meeting in our stead? I'm sure you'd love to sit in on a meeting and just listen as people talk politics. Seem like the type. I joke, of course. That's entirely sarcastic. Loath though am I to neglect making preparations for the council, we must act swiftly before Alphino's trail goes cold. I propose we pay visit. I propose we pay Hien a visit. He's sure to want to hear about these developments, and he may be well able to advise us on how best to reach the burn. A sound plan. And Y'shtola is in Doma, is she not? I dare say she'd join you in the search if you asked her nicely. While you see to all that, I shall go and report my findings to the Alliance. You may leave any preparations for the Council to me. Thank you, Thancred. Right, to Doma then. We have much and more to share with Y'shtola. All the way. Wait, don't I have... Don't I have a teleport for fucking this? Yeah, I could just go to the Doman Enclave. I don't know why the fast travel point always puts it at the dock and not in the actual Enclave itself. But, you know, we get there. I mean, if I hadn't noticed, I'd have to spend a long time motorcycling down here through the other map because there's only one Aetheryte and it's far away from the boat. Honestly, I still don't have all of the individual, like, map and Aetheryte names memorized yet. So, I should do that, but... honestly. Although Doman Enclave is pretty easy to remember. Oh. I did not know that. That is good to know. That is curious indeed. While other matters demand my attention at present, I shall bear what you have told me in mind. Should you notice any change, do not hesitate to seek me out. Thank you, my lady. You are most kind. Well, well. Two faces from the dim and distant past. Come now, it hasn't been that long. Who was that you were speaking with? A local miner who supplies crystals for the rebuilding effort. Of late, he claims to have struggled to find a crystal with so much as a trace of elemental energy. Upon learning that I had some knowledge of ether, he came by seeking my counsel. Just now he brought me one of his recent finds. It was precisely as he described, devoid of elemental energy and eerily reminiscent of the de-aspected crystals that manifested in Eorzea in the days prior to the calamity. We would be wise to investigate this phenomenon more closely. Indeed. But on a more positive note, the locals seem to have taken a liking to you. More an interest in than a liking to, I think. The sight of a Makote with a particular contraption upon her head has a certain novelty value in these parts. Any actual regard they may have for me, I owe wholly to you and the others who came before. Everyone here has been exceedingly cooperative, and I am pleased to report that I have all but concluded my investigation. Simply put, by focusing one's will upon an ether-infused object of worship, it is possible to conduct a summoning. So the fact that they are objects of worship is the key. They are themselves suffused with the requisite belief. Correct. Such sacred relics as the Kojin collect obviate the need for religious fervor in the summoner. Yotsuyu being the most obvious example. She had but to associate the artifact given to her by Asahi with the divine, and it served to amplify her desires and give them form. A form nourished through the power of the crystals, also provided by her brother, and thus was Tsukiyomi brought into being. Which brings me to the question of preventative measures, to which I have yet to find a satisfactory answer. At present, I know naught that will avail us, save to keep watch over the movement of relics and crystals, as if we did not have enough to keep watch over already. But I doubt you came all this way to hear that which may be perused in a report. Has something happened to Alphinaud? I shall join you in on the search, of course. Thank you, Y'shtola. I should be glad for your help, truly. Now, if there's nothing else, I shall go on ahead and request an audience with Lord Hien. Alice puts on a brave face, but she has little talent for concealment. We should join her at the Hien Khan. Greetings, my friend. Alice has explained all to me. Needless to say, you shall have a full cooperation in the search, even if Alphinaud's trail does not lead to the burn of all places. Or does lead to the burn of all places. I'm gonna take the... it's 1,000 gil. Give me the ginger salad. The region known as the Burn occupies a special place in Garlean history. Every child in the Empire is familiar with the tale. In the distant past, it was a verdant land teeming with life, but successive summonings saw it bled dry of ether and reduced to a desert. It was upon beholding the devastation that primals had wrought that Emperor Solus was spurred to embark upon his crusade against their kind. The burn offers a glimpse of the future we seek to prevent. Know you of any reason why Alphino might have gone there? Aye, mischance. Though it lies on the route to Garlemald, it is no place to make a stop. My guess is they encountered some manner of trouble there. In any event, I am of the same mind as Alice. We have no choice but to take our search to the burn. Given the considerable distances involved, 'tis best we went by bird. We have our yoles, Ugiri. Will your ready falcons for the others? I shall gather our swiftest birds. Near to the House of the Fierce, there is an overlook. Pray join us there once you have seen to your preparations. I am assuming that this is going to end up being a dungeon. Because I don't think they would introduce any new maps. I don't think there's been any new maps introduced in the post expansion content I've seen thus far. I have a feeling it's above me. They did say an overlook, which generally means above. Yep, here we go. If everyone is here and possessed of a bird, let us away. Remember, our destination is a barren wasteland. There is no civilization to speak of for 100 momes in all directions. Take care you do not lose your way. Yep, I knew it. It's time for the burn. I need an item level of 340. Are you kidding me? Fuck. 338. Why does this keep happening? Oh, god damn. Alright. How many tomestones do I have? Tomestones. And all my things are... I picked the... Did I really pick the excess... I picked all fending gear because I was planning on playing tank next expansion. I didn't plan for this situation. Well, my dumbass. Okay, that is perfectly fine. We can improvise. Currency. How many tomestones do I have? 447. That might be enough to buy us one more piece of gear. Okay, so we're gonna teleport back to Hingashi, Kugane. Even if I get one more accessory, it should be enough to put me over the edge, I would hope. If not, we're probably gonna have to do like a dungeon run that gives us tomestones or something. Okay, what do I need? So that's fine. That's scaled up. We've already got a neck piece, a wrist piece. We need... Oh, that's probably what's dragging us down, is a right ring. So, both our right ring and left ring are both fucked. We want the Skaven gear. And... I could go with... Scouting gloves. Oh, let's see. No, I'm better off replacing the really low-level ring, the 66 ring, because my gloves are 70, and the item level is lower. Yeah, we're gonna go with a ring. Yep, that looks right. Level 70, item level 400, exchange. $348, perfect, problem solved. Thank God I played enough between last stream and now to build up just the little necessary fucking tomestones that I needed to do that. Thank fuck. I mean, I know I could have probably... Oh, their market... I was gonna say, I could probably, like, buy them on the market, but they're market-prohibited items, so I couldn't have done that. I wonder how this dungeon is gonna work, because they said it... I mean, from what the little I saw of it in the previous cutscene earlier, then the subsequent burn Oh, no. Oh no, I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but now I'm concerned. I mean, I'm sure I can handle it, but... To be fair, worst case scenario, I could have always swapped to a class that has the requisite item level, because I've got item level to 400 classes from the higher level expansions. I could have probably done Reaper or Viper or something, so I had a backup. It's not like that one time where I streamed for like 45 minutes and then was like, oh shit, I need to gain like 50 item levels. I don't know how to do that, and cut it short. Nope, I have planned for things like this now, and I don't make the same mistakes twice most of the time. And while we wait, we have maps to unlock Flight in, which is another thing I can do while we wait. So let's start with the Ruby Sea. I jumped. Or maybe we should start in Gearbania. I think this isn't the map we finished. This is... No, not there. Yeah, we'll go to the Fringes. We'll finish up that map. Okay. So obviously there's going to be a few Aether Current quests. Not that one. Although that's a blue quest still. I don't know what that unlocks. But that's okay. Oh, I am just killing them. I didn't read the quest objective. That's my bad. I gotta weaken them and then hit them with the burlap sack. Hit them once or twice more. How the fuck that thing fits into a burlap sack, I will never understand. Oh god, I hope there was more than 3 of them in this area that spawned. I don't know if that guy technically counts. It's outside this zone. It still does. Okay. Got to be one more around here somewhere. There you are. Easy. Mission accomplished. It's... oh god, where is it? Collection. To the northeast. It's probably around up there somewhere, so I can't get there from here. Better off just going off, turning this quest in. Here's your monsters in a bag. Straight north. $388, then, yep. Yep, it's up here. I must have missed it on my first trek through this place. Still northeast, so some hello. Good. Collection, where to next? Any nearby? See, it's quite possible I'm too far away given how big this map is. Either that, or I've collected all of the weird ones in the map, and I just need to do the remaining quest ones. I don't think that's correct, but... it could be. I'm not completely discounting the possibility. Where's this blue quest? There you are. Nope, didn't mean to click off screen. Okay, so I'm going after this guy. So what's your deal, guy? Can't say I'm necessarily surprised. Disappointed, but not surprised. Slowly but surely getting close to that expected wait time. Slowly. Luckily, I have a bunch of things I need to do outside of that. Oh, Freebird. I already completed this map. Nice. Oh, right. This is... Yeah, I've completed this map. Sick. Alright, next one. The peaks. So I guess it means if I don't detect anything new nearby, that's just a map-wide thing. Would be my guess then. 544 yalms to the north. Uranathorite. Ooh. Slightly better item level stuff. Okay. Apparently people like them, or at least are indifferent. Good. Any other blue quests in this area? Nope. Alright. And this collection item was northwest, so that way. Now just to the north. Alright. It's gotta be somewhere in this general area, I would imagine. Yes, still northwest. It's still somewhere around here. Ah, there we are. Next, let's see. Where's the next one? Still north. Realize it's up there. Well, might as well complete the little couple the one blue quest I have, or the two blue quests I have down here before we go up there. Alright, average wait time, 16 minutes has been passed. If we go to like 22, I'll just use AI support. Mainly because, as per normal, with my 12:30 streams, I don't have a ton of time. Tragically. But I want to get this dungeon done. I think that's a drop. I don't think I can get back up that way. Okay, we cross through the gate, and then we circle back. Okay. Now that's where that quest marker is, which I'm assuming is another Aether Current quest I picked up at some point. I mean, God, I know I'm not playing at peak times, but this is taking a bit. Yep, blue quests. No, I gotta go back down there. Wait. Yeah, Hunger for Trade. That's down there. Something tells me that I will probably end up queuing with AI for the sake of expediency. But I'll give it another 2 minutes. Who knows? We could get lucky. Although I think that means I need to go back to the entrance, because I don't think you can queue for duty support in the queue menu, in the duty finder menu. I think I have to go back to the location, which is fine. It's not like I don't have a bit of gil to spare on the teleport back. No, that's a mistake. Alright, fair enough. Fair enough. Dungeon just not suitable for AI partners. Not good enough for the burn. I got it. Alright, fair enough. Then we'll just have to wait. Nope, this queue pops in the next 20-ish minutes. I can't imagine that it's going to take 40 minutes for this queue to go off, but... well, it's already been over 20. I'm used to playing on my alt with my friend, where we play a tank and a healer, and all our queue times are instant. Granted, we haven't gotten very far, so it'll probably change once we get back out of A Realm Reborn. Okay, let me guess. Yep, I need to go back up there in order to... turn this quest in. I don't think I can this way. No, definitely not. So what we'll do... I guess I don't have a choice but to wander my ass back up there and go through the gate again. Alright. At this rate, I'm gonna complete this map before this queue pops. Alright, let me back through. Alright. There's that. Turn this one in. Fantastic. Down this way to turn the second one in, and then we can get back to Aether. Current to the northwest. So that's probably the one up here that it detected earlier. Although maybe not. 844 yalms might not be that big of a distance. Though it basically confirms that I've got nothing left on this portion of the map, lower portion of the map. All right. Okay. Oh God, approaching the 30-minute mark on this queue time. I know it's almost 2 in the morning, but god damn. Usually I don't struggle this much finding a queue. I don't think I've had this long of a queue time since Praetorium back in my first playthrough of A Realm Reborn, and I think that one hit max of like 25 minutes. I mean, there was a time where I tried to queue for PvP Frontline like at 3 in the morning and never then was in there for like half an hour, but I don't think that really counts. Because that's a very different game mode, and I was really playing at a crappy time of night for it. Getting 72 people together on one server for one match of one specific type of a game mode at fucking 3, 4 in the morning probably wasn't going to happen in the first place. Nope, can't go down that way. Oh, I can't just get down this way in general. We're just gonna teleport. I'm just wasting, you know, I just gotta kill some time, you know, just take a few wrong turns. Ah, it's fine. We'll get there. We'll get there. Any blue quests up in this portion of the map? Yes, there's that one over there, which I need to do. Hello. That's convenient. Just right there. Yeah, exactly, and it's fine. It's all good. I'm getting some side stuff done, which is, you know, things I should have been getting done before and have been neglecting to do. I will say, however, though, if this queue doesn't pop by 2 a.m., I'm going to have to get off. I don't have much of a choice, because a dungeon typically is going to take 15-20 minutes, and then from that 15-20 minutes, I'm sure there will be at least, like, a 10-15 minute cutscene before the next, before the quest finishes up. That's assuming that we don't struggle at all with the dungeon. I'm fine with it if it pops before 2, because then I could justify staying up a little later just to get it done. But if it takes 10 more minutes, it won't be happening tonight, unfortunately. Although I have been considering moving... Honestly, I have been considering shifting my day to play this to, like, Saturday afternoon or something. Just, you know, to give me more time to play it. At the rate I'm going, you know, missing like once every 2 weeks due to work chaos and oh, there it goes. We're good. With work chaos and only being able to play an hour and a half at a time because of how late I have to be up, it isn't exactly conducive to going anywhere quickly. So I'm considering that. Saturdays, I pretty much never have to work. I have plans in the evening, so it'd have to be like mid-afternoon, like 2:30. But I don't know if I'm ready to commit to that yet.
Make ready, friends. We are come to the burn.
Oh, my portrait reset because of the freaking ring. Eastern Standard. U.S. East Coast. Nope, one of them dragged to me, but that's fine. They really are. Honestly, it's one of the big things that bothers me about the game. Is just, you change one piece of equipment and it'll just break your portrait. You have to remember every single time you make the even minute adjustment. And it seems that it resets it even if you re-glamour back to the exact same look you had before. It only matters that the actual equipment is different, it feels. True, you're right. Small team, I'm sure. The game was made for what, 20 bucks? So, I can understand. Oh god, I'm gonna lose this Mudra. I don't know why I did the AoE. I also don't know why I'm playing away like I'm playing a ranged class. Okay, telegraphs for these attacks are pretty standard. I don't want to pop trick here. Good. Oh, hello. In the ruins of the ship, I presume? I mean, honestly, I've been... The only thing really stopping me is my evening plans, but my evening plans aren't even that bad. It's just, if work continues as it was, I've come to the conclusion I need to come up with a new schedule, because these 12:30 ones after full 8-hour shifts multiple days in a row are just, especially, you know, since I have to get up relatively early to go back to work, it don't really work. So it's pretty much a matter of if work continues to be chaotic and have me on these crazy late hours, then I'll have to change things up. I'll either have to get up earlier in the morning and stream before work, or I'll just have to put it, like, times in the afternoon on the days I don't work at all. Which would be Tuesdays, or not Tuesdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. So it's pretty much been a conclusion I've just, like, known about for a while and just haven't thought about too deeply. Although, I'm hoping things will just fix themselves, but... Well, every time things get better, they get worse. 'Tis the nature of working for the kind of jobs that I do. Okay. Pass, pass, pass. Okay. Understood. Figured it out. I was confused there for a minute, and then I saw that one didn't have the lights, and that told me I wasn't even paying attention to what the party was doing. Although that should have been my first dead giveaway, that I was doing something wrong. I keep using the move that gives me stacks when I should be using the move that uses the stacks. Okay. Oh, this is a large, kind of semi-open area. Nice. Man, this really is just a fucking desert, huh? I want to save my mood right here, because I know the boss is coming up. Okay. Also, I see what you mean. Yeah, the AI would have no idea what to do during that second boss fight, especially. Like, with the weird drone cars and the saw blades. And probably ducking behind the crystals in the first phase. And what the fuck am I looking? Oh, hello, dragon. What's up? I wasn't expecting to see one of you here. Oh, that's cool. That's a symbol I haven't seen before, but that was pretty easy to understand. I can see why. Whew, that was close. Reapply trick damage stack. Sorry, I just didn't see that. I was paying too much attention to my buttons more than anything else. I saw the stack at the last... I saw the effect on me at the last possible second. Nope, I'd need to be able to see the AoEs to dodge them. Alright, that worked out. And it didn't even drag me to very much longer than 2 o'clock. Oh, yeah, I see. Honestly, overall, that was a pretty fun dungeon. I actually really like that dungeon. There have been a couple dungeons in this expansion that were kind of just meh, but that was honestly, like, one of the better ones. I mean, I liked how you went inside the, like, Garlean ship. That was a nice change of visual pace. I was really wondering how they were going to drag out a dungeon in a white desert.
And sand in my every conceivable place. I'm quite ready to leave this wasteland. But first things first. Do you see the crashed ship over yonder? Judging by its class, it must be the vessel that bore Master Alphino away.
Well, yeah, most of them were good.
It would seem they were involved in a struggle.
Like, Doma Castle was a standout, especially with its boss at the end.
There may be clues. We should split up and search the area.
Honestly, I'm trying to remember the other ones that stood out. But I'm drawing a blank.
There's no sign of Alphino, nor of Maxima and his people.
These were no ordinary soldiers. Over here! The insignia on this man's uniform identifies him as one of the Emperor's personal guard.
Hand-picked soldiers, answering only to the royal family.
Damn, I wonder what they could have been sent to do.
That would explain why all the casualties are Garlean. They were fighting their own.
You're saying the Emperor was behind all this? That Alphino is his prisoner?
Okay, let's not jump to conclusions, Sally say. That's... Alphino is fine. He's gotten himself out of worse, I would assume.
Aye, we must not jump to conclusions.
Oh
Besides,
yeah, that
Alphino
is
more than
fucking...
capable of
that is
himself,
hard.
is he not?
It's like a guessing game.
I suggest we return to Doma to consider our options. Whatever happened here, Master Alphino is long gone, and any subsequent search may safely be left in the hands of the shinobi.
All right. Don't worry, Alice. I'm sure he'll be fine.
If you die on me, I will never let you hear the end of it.
Yeah, that's pretty terrible. A mechanic where you have to guess or get basically instant killed is real dumb. I was expecting a much longer cutscene, but that works out. Okay, so I have a lot to think about, not only for just in general, but I have to come to the I have to lay out the facts and just understand that there is a decent chance that my schedule is not going to get better, and in which case I have to start considering different timings, which is perfectly fine. I've kind of known this for a month now, and I've just been dreading trying to figure out and get things working. But, you know, I finally just have to confront that it was inevitable, and I will give it some thought. I can't guarantee that it'll change as of next week, but I'm hoping I can get things kind of sorted and figured out by at least the week after. So probably first week, officially a complete week of August. We'll see. Or maybe I'll get lucky. I've got my few coworkers who are on vacation are coming back. A few new people. We've got like 3 new people, all that have pretty open slots and have shown an interest to work the late shift that I work. So who knows? Maybe I'll go back to working afternoons in like 2 weeks, and everything will go back to normal. I have no idea. We'll figure things out. But regardless, thanks everybody so much for watching, if you still are. I will be back. It is technically Thursday at this point, so I will be back tomorrow with the boys for Pathfinder Stolen Fate Session 13, where we'll be finishing up the event that we started last week. Bloodlord session should be going live on Sunday as per normal. I forgot to mention this at the beginning of the stream. The reason it went live the little late last Sunday was primarily because for some reason the upload got interrupted like halfway through. Simply had some connection problem or something while I was uploading. And I only caught it because I went to check on it while we were playing on Sunday because the thought occurred to me. But I should have double checked, obviously, but my fault. Same difference. But regardless. If you enjoyed and want to catch more streams, the easiest way to do so is the obvious thing of pressing the buttons on your respective platforms. Follow Twitch, subscribe to like the bell on YouTube, join the Discord for notifications when we go live, or when I go live, and when the rest of the guys go live. But regardless, I hope everybody enjoyed and have a good night. And hopefully, fingers crossed, if my schedule improves or I can sort my schedule out, I will hopefully be seeing more of you all next time. Bye-bye.